Hi guys and welcome to Strength Universe. When talking about some of the greatest strength athletes of all time, names such as Paul Anderson, Bill Kazmaier or Mark Henry spring to mind. But one name that isn't often mentioned is that of Don Reinhoudt. But how strong was he, and should he be part of the conversation? Donald C. Reinhoudt was born on the 5th of March 1945 in Brockton, New York. Later he attended Fredonia High School where he was an All-League basketball player, All-Western football player and All-Western shot putter. Don would later start lifting weights while attending Parsons College in Iowa, as part of his football training as a defensive end. At that time he was 18 years old, 6 foot 3 inches tall and weighed 102 kilograms or 225 pounds. And it would be here that Don would be introduced to Olympic weightlifting, and over the following 4 years he competed in 6 weightlifting competitions, including the 1967 Junior Nationals. At 240 pounds of bodyweight, Don recorded best lifts of a snatch with 113 kilograms or 250 pounds, a clean and press of 170 kilograms or 375 pounds, and the same weight in the clean and jerk. Don graduated from college in 1968 and competed in his first powerlifting competition the following year, where he achieved a total of 794 kilograms or 1,750 pounds. Just 3 years later, Don took third place at his first international appearance at the inaugural 1972 AAU World Powerlifting Championships with a 2,150 pound total, finishing only behind 2 of the all-time greats in John Cook and Jim Williams. From then onwards, Don would win every powerlifting competition that he competed in. In 1973, he won the first of 4 IPF World Powerlifting Championships, where he set world records in the raw squat at 408 kilograms or 900 pounds and the raw bench press at 263 kilograms or 580 pounds. To finish with a total of 1,034 kilograms or 2,280 pounds. The following year, Don won the AAU Senior Nationals and took his second IPF World Powerlifting Championship, where he achieved an all-time record raw squat of 410 kilograms or 904 pounds that would stand for 40 years, until it was surpassed by Ray Williams. A bench press of 255 kilograms, and finally a deadlift of 375 kilograms or 832 pounds to finish with a new all-time world record raw total of 1,042.5 kilograms that would remain unbroken for the next 42 years under the same IPF conditions, until it was surpassed by Ray Williams in 2016 by just half a kilogram, at 1,043 kilos. On the 3rd of May 1975, Don was recorded as the first person to achieve over a 2,400 pound total. However, it later weighed out to be 1,085 kilograms or 2,391 pounds, consisting of a 410 kilogram or 904.5 pound squat, a 601.5 pound bench press, and an all-time world record deadlift of 402 kilograms or 885.5 pounds. Don's world record with ace bandages stood for 38 years until it was superseded by Andrei Melanichev in 2013. 4 months later, Don won his second AAU Senior Nationals, where he set an all-time world record for the raw bench press of 275 kilograms or 606 pounds, and in November he took his third consecutive IPF World Championship. Don would round out his powerlifting career in 1976, starting on the 10th of April when he set an all-time world record in the squat with knee wraps of 424 kilograms or 934.5 pounds, a record that would stand until it was superseded by Mark Henry in 1995, although it should be noted that Mark's knee wraps would have provided more of a benefit than the ace bandages that were worn by Don. On the 13th of August, Don won his third consecutive AAU Senior Nationals, and finally in November he became the first powerlifter to win 4 consecutive IPF World Championships. After retiring from powerlifting, Don had been on a hardcore diet and lost 125 pounds of body weight when he received a phone call inviting him to compete at the inaugural 1977 World's Strongest Man. But knowing that he was in no condition to compete, he asked if he could take part in the following year's competition and immediately started his preparation. Several months later, Don arrived at the 1978 World's Strongest Man, where he got off to the best possible start by successfully pressing the 122 kg or 270 pound barrel to win the first event. Having breezed through the first 2 rounds of the bar bend event, Don was the favourite to take the win in the final round, only to be disqualified for using his forearms, which gifted the win to his opponent and left Don tied for first place with Bruce Wilhelm. Don would then finish in second place on the tire throw, before winning the car deadlift with this pull of 2,345 pounds. That meant that after 4 events he was leading the competition by 6 points ahead of second place Bruce Wilhelm. Despite getting off to a great start in the 5th event, Don would suffer a mishap that resulted in him getting 0 points and dropping back to second place in the overall standings. He would then go on to squat 790 pounds to win the 6th event and retake the lead by a narrow margin, a lead that he would hold on to when both he and Wilhelm performed poorly in the wrist roll event. With just 3 events to go, Don took the win in the tram pull to extend his lead to 3.67 points going into the penultimate event, the refrigerator race, in which Don 0-pointed, resulting in him trailing Bruce by 3.33 points, a lead that Bruce would extend in the final event, leaving Don as the runner-up at his inaugural World's Strongest Man. Don returned to compete at the World's Strongest Man the following year, this time putting in a more consistent performance to finish in the top 2 in 7 out of the 10 events, including wins in the barrel lift, in which Don pressed a 136 kg or 300 pound barrel, a 30 pound heavier lift than he achieved the previous year, a max squat of 454 kg or 1,000 pounds, and finally the tram pull, to win the competition by over 14 points ahead of second place Lars Hedlund. Don competed for the final time at the 1980 World's Strongest Man, where he suffered an injury to his bicep and hamstring early in the competition, but despite this he managed to hold on to joint second place overall following the first 3 events. However, his injuries were exacerbated during the wheelbarrow carry, which forced him to withdraw from the competition. During Don's relatively short powerlifting career, he is one of only 2 powerlifters to win 4 or more IPF World Powerlifting Championships consecutively. He set over 40 world records and totalled over 2,350 pounds without equipment on 3 occasions, and is still the only super heavyweight to hold world records in the squat, bench press, deadlift and total simultaneously. Apart from these records, Don would also achieve a 431 kg or 950 pound raw squat and a 281 kg or 620 pound raw bench press, both of which were achieved in competition and both were controversially not awarded. As a strongman, Don only competed at the World's Strongest Man on 3 occasions, managing to finish in the runner-up position at his inaugural competition before winning the title the following year. Aside from the lifts that Don achieved in powerlifting and strongman, in the gym he was able to do an incline bench press of 261 kg or 575 pounds, a raw deadlift of 408 kg or 900 pounds for 3 repetitions, and a laying tricep extension with an EZ bar loaded with 166 kg or 365 pounds. Given Don's achievements as a junior weightlifter while attending college, and later his unbelievable success in powerlifting and as a strongman, there is no doubt that he should be considered as one of the greatest strength athletes of all time. But I would like to hear your opinion, so please leave a comment below, letting me know where you would place Don Reinhoudt among the greats. I've left credits along with my social media links in the description below, so please check those out and give them a follow. And finally, if you enjoyed the video, please help to support my channel by smashing like, sharing the video, and if you haven't done so already, by subscribing. Thank you.